OpenAI just released GPT-5.5 4 days ago. It figures out what you need. Before you finish explaining it, here's what that actually means for your income. 4 days ago, on April 23rd, OpenAI dropped GPT 5.5. 6 weeks after GPT 5.4. 6 weeks. That is the pace now. OpenAI's president, Greg Brockman, called this a new class of intelligence for real work. And for once, the marketing line actually undersells it. Here is what changed. Every AI model before this one needed you to think for it. You had to break your problem into steps, spell out exactly what you wanted, handhold it through every decision. GPT 5.5 does not work that way. You give it a messy, unclear problem, the kind you would normally spend 20 minutes just framing for a contractor, and it figures out what needs to happen on its own, without you mapping every step. A math professor in Poland, Bartosz Niskrinski at Adam Mickiewicz University, gave GPT 5.5 a single prompt. One sentence about algebraic geometry surfaces. 11 minutes later, he had a working application. Not a prototype, not a rough draft. A functioning app that visualizes quadratic surface intersections. That is not a demo. That is not a cherry-picked example on a keynote stage. That is a Tuesday morning for early adopters. And it is the clearest signal yet that the gap between idea and working product just collapsed. The model is also natively omnimodal. It processes text, images, audio, and video in one unified system. No more stitching separate tools together. One model. Everything flows through it.
Now here is the part that matters if you pay for AI, or if you build anything that runs on it. GPT 5.5 uses 40% fewer tokens to complete the same tasks as GPT 5.4. 40%. That is not a marginal improvement. That is a structural cost reduction. If you are running API calls for client work, for automations, for any kind of AI-powered service, your costs just dropped while your output quality went up. Simultaneously. That almost never happens in business. Usually you trade one for the other. The model is also 23% more factually accurate. Fewer hallucinations, fewer corrections, less time spent double-checking the AI's work. And here is the part that should make you pay attention to timing. OpenAI shipped models in November, December, March, now April. They are on a 6-week release cycle. Every month and a half, the tools you are using get meaningfully better. Most people treat AI models like software updates. They will get around to it eventually. But this is not a software update. This is a compounding advantage. The people who retool their workflows around each new model pull further ahead every 6 weeks. The ones who wait fall behind at the same rate. The window to get ahead of this curve is right now, not next quarter. Now,
let us be direct about something most creators in this space either exaggerate or avoid entirely. Which jobs are actually at risk right now? Not in 5 years, not theoretically, right now, because of GPT 5.5. Here is the honest list. Data entry, email drafting, research compilation, scheduling, basic coding, the kind where you follow patterns, not solve novel problems, customer support scripting, standard document creation, spreadsheet analysis. If your day is built around these tasks, GPT 5.5 does not threaten your job in some vague future sense. It does them now. Faster. Cheaper. Without breaks, without errors from fatigue, without asking for clarification on a task it has seen 10,000 versions of. But here is what is not being replaced. Creative strategy. The kind that requires understanding a specific audience and making bets on what will resonate. Relationship building. Complex judgment calls where the stakes are high and the data is ambiguous. Anything requiring physical presence. Anything built on deep human trust. The mistake people make is thinking this is a story about replacement. It is not. It is a story about leverage. The people who lose are the ones still competing with AI at tasks AI already does better. They are trying to out-type a machine. The people who win? They use GPT 5.5 to handle those tasks in seconds, and they charge clients the same rate they always did.
Every task on that risk list has one thing in common. It is pattern-based, repetitive, and requires more endurance than judgment. GPT 5.5 was built for exactly that kind of work. Your value is in the work that is not well-defined. The ambiguous stuff. The human stuff. Double down there.
Here is the part of this that nobody in the press is covering, and it is where the real money is for the next 90 days. So how do you actually turn this into income? Not in theory. Not someday when you learn to code. Right now, this week, with tools that already exist. 3 workflows. All tested. All working for real people already. Workflow 1. If you freelance. You charge by the hour or by the project. Either way, GPT 5.5 just changed your math. Take a $50 an hour freelancer. Before GPT 5.5, a client deliverable takes you an hour. After? 20 minutes. Same quality. Often better, because the model catches things you would have missed at the end of a long day. You just tripled your effective hourly rate to $150. No renegotiation. No awkward pricing conversation. No client even notices. You simply deliver the same work in a third of the time and take on more projects, or take the afternoon off. Pure margin expansion. Workflow 2. If you run a business. ChatGPT Plus with GPT 5.5 costs $20 a month. Here is what it replaces. Research tools. $99 a month. Copywriting platforms. $49 a month. Basic coding assistance. $19 a month. Scheduling and workflow tools. $29 a month. That is $196 in monthly subscriptions replaced by a single $20 tool. Minimum. Workflow 3. If you want a side income stream. Small businesses need AI automations. They know they need them. They do not know how to build them, and they do not want to learn. GPT 5.5 makes building these automations faster than it has ever been. Email sequences that trigger based on customer behavior. Report generators that pull data and format it. Customer intake systems that qualify leads without a human. These are not complex engineering projects anymore. GPT 5.5 turns them into afternoon builds. And small businesses will pay $500 to $5,000 for a working automation they do not have to set up themselves. The real advantage is not just speed. It is that GPT 5.5 understands the whole problem. You describe what a business needs in plain English, and the model maps out the solution. You refine it. You deliver it. The client thinks you are a genius. 3 workflows. All available today. All requiring nothing more than a $20 subscription and the willingness to start before everyone else catches on. The pace of AI releases is not slowing down. It is accelerating. Every 6 weeks, a new model. Every new model, a meaningful jump in what is possible. Most people will wait. They will read about each release, watch a few videos, tell themselves they will figure it out next month. That delay is the opportunity. Because while most people wait to understand GPT 5.5, the early movers are already retooling, already faster, already cheaper to operate, already delivering work their competitors cannot match at the same speed. And in 6 weeks, when the next model drops, those same early movers will adapt again. The gap widens every cycle. Here are 3 things you can do today, not next week, today. All free. Step 1. Open ChatGPT Plus and switch to GPT 5.5. Take your most time-consuming work task, the one you dread, and run it through the model. See what happens. Step 2. List the 3 tasks in your week that take the longest and feel the most mechanical. The ones where you are not really thinking, you are just doing. Write them down. Step 3. Pick one of those 3 tasks. Build a workflow this week using GPT 5.5 that eliminates it. Not reduces it, eliminates it. Reclaim those hours. You do not need to become an AI expert. You do not need to learn to code. You need to start using the tools that are already in front of you, right now, for $20 a month. If this kind of breakdown is useful, we cover AI tools and how to profit from them every single day. WealthOS. Worth a subscribe.